Hey everyone, I hope you're doing great, enjoying the day. I just want to do a quick video on a short squeeze. I did a previous video on shorting and what that actually means, so I figured a good idea would be to explain a short squeeze. So let's just quickly jump into the computer and I'll break down some charts and kind of explain it in there. So the granddaddy of all short squeezes was GameStop. It happened at the beginning of 2020. I'm sure you've heard of it. I'm just going to try to explain what's actually happening behind a short squeeze. There's a lot to it, but I'm just going to keep it super simple, so it's a quick video. Basically, when you go to short something, you actually, if you want to get out of the trade, you have to buy it back. And if you don't understand that, I suggest you go check out my previous video about shorting. I'll link it in the description. And it does a really good job of breaking down very quickly an analogy so that you can understand shorting and how it all works. But essentially, if you normally try to go, say I bought the stock here and I just buy it. Then it comes all the way down here and I'm like, oh, this is too much for me, I've lost too much money. You would sell the stock to get back out because you bought it, now you got to sell it. Whereas if you're down in this section here where things got real crazy, once it started, say you're short something, once it broke this kind of $22 range and you had this huge day of volume, 144 million in volume, that's pretty great. In order to get out of the stock, so the hedge funds and the banks, institutions and all that were involved in this and heavily shorting GameStop, in order for them to actually get out of the stock, they have to buy back. So if you buy back the stock, that's more buying, right? And then you also have the retail traders from Wall Street Bets and everything, who were trying to buy the stock themselves. So more buying creates more buying, and then if you're short a position, you have to get out because now you're just losing money as this goes up and up and up. You're losing money, so the only way for you to get out is to buy back stock. So it creates even more buying pressure. And that's why you see a massive spike from 22 all the way up to $483 at one point, or let's get it accurate. Yeah, $483. So pretty crazy. GameStop is basically, there were lots of short squeezes before this, I'm sure, but GameStop is basically the granddaddy of them all. Also, same type of thing most likely happened with DWAC, which is Trump's kind of new Twitter thing that he wanted to do. I was trading that on the days that this was going crazy, so we also had a massive spike up there. That could have just been retail buying, but usually if you're going to see a massive spike up like that, all the way to $170 from $9, there were some people who were definitely short, and then they had to get out. I'm trying to think of a couple others that might be an example as well. Tesla was a really good short squeeze as well over time. So there's a lot of people who were short Tesla for a very long time. And I think this is more maybe of a slow runner, although if you're looking at this, it's pretty quick over time. But if people are short and as it continues to rise, you have to get out. And again, you have to buy back the stock. So more buying creates more buying. And that's why a lot of people on Wall Street Bets and everything are very interested in short squeezes. One that I was a part of, I'm still in. Put a comment below if you're still a part. If you're a Smile Direct Club bag holder like me, my average is 545. I was trying to play the squeeze here. Got caught up in the hype of that. I'm not afraid to admit it. I was hoping that we could get a short squeeze. Really thought something was going to happen here as we broke out. But just didn't work out, and obviously way too much capital behind the institutions and the hedge funds that are controlling the short here, and it was a slow bleed from there. And now I'm just holding and waiting because at this point, what are you going to do? Sell at $2.50 when it's super low? So not sure, but another big one was AMC. So AMC is a huge short squeeze as well, and this to me is really what shows you when people were super short, when it's just a week and it just rips. So we see here exactly, it went over the previous high, $14.70. Once you got over that $15 mark, And one good thing to always look for is volume. So when you see this kind of stair-step volume going up, these are people coming in and buying, but also hedge funds having to get out of their position when it's so heavily shorted. There's a lot that goes into it, but this is just a quick video to explain it to you. So basically, when you short something, to get out of the position, you have to buy it back, and that's what creates these massive runs, all the way up to $73 almost, when it was about 2 weeks prior around $14. So yeah, a short squeeze can be a fun thing to be a part of if you're on the right side, and not so fun if you're not on the right side of it. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that quick little explainer of what a short squeeze is. And I'd love it if you comment below on anything that you'd like to learn yourself or you've ever been wondering about. I got a lot of years under my belt learning different things with trading platforms and different strategies. So if you have anything that interests you, then let me know and I can make a video on that. I hope you have a great day and see you on the next one.